last two sessions that I'm talking before the broadcast begins. So I've tried to wait a little bit and we'll see how it worked out when we see the recording later. Hi, I am Rich. I use the he, him pronouns, and I am excited to be part of Actual Play, the Actual Play channel where we play amazing tabletop role playing games together. This is Mad J. Brown's normal slot, but he's kind enough to let me step in and GM for a bit. I am always grateful for his trust and excited to run something for the channel during his birthday month. As a reminder, all channel proceeds are split between Black Lives Matter and the Trans Legal Defense and Education Fund. And if you like this, you definitely should check out tomorrow night, continuation of the Godbound game about changing a broken world. And that's Friday nights at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, and it's called the Northern Death Pantheon. Matt J was talking a little bit about that pre-show, and it sounds pretty darn cool. That's tomorrow, and this is now. We are playing Bounty of the Week, which is a little mashup of the wonderful or a hack, a reskin of the amazing Monster of the Week game from Evil Hat. Monster of the Week is a supernatural, modern day monster hunting game. Very fun in the vein of Hellboy, Buffy, Supernatural. Really, really cool game. And Will H and David MK and I have all been playing, running Bounty of the Week, which is a Star Warsified version of Monster of the Week, where we've renamed some of the playbooks, reskinned some things, changed gear around, flipped a few moves. But if you know Monster of the Week, you'll recognize a whole lot of the core engine in here. We are in the middle of a hunt, and I do want to go around and remind everyone of our hunters that are here. But as a reminder, we are on the jungle planet of Ashashri, and you are hunting. Your quarry is Captain Arkham, an ex-Imperial. And just as for those who aren't maybe joined us for the first time, this is set during the same timeline as The Mandalorian and the Book of Boba. Sorry to say Bounty of Boba Fett. The Book of Boba Fett series, both you can watch now on Disney Plus. They're awesome. They are 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So,
and if they want to sponsor us, we would all be all about
that. Yeah. No Grogu sightings yet, but so there you go. That's the general gist of the timeline. Ashashri is way, way out there. So evidently, this Captain Arkham, I'm sure he's running away from something, or perhaps running to something. They arrived on Ashashri, landed on a field that wasn't exactly a starport, headed to a small unnamed village, spoke to some people there. A woman by the name of, as Rich scrambles, her name is Sorella, and she informed them that the jungle can be a bit confusing, and that Captain Arkham had hired her great nephew Siren to lead them through the jungle to a place known as the Ruins of Darask Nur. Raksu spoke with a young Rhodian kid named Omus Aiden, and Omus said that he eavesdropped and heard this Captain Grice Arkham speaking to a man called Alu, a scientist, and that one of them had said, yes, this very well may be the place of the resting place of a certain person by the name of Darth something. So that perked some ears. Darth Raskin was the name that he had heard. And at the end of our play, after you guys had scouted out a bit about the ruins of Darask Nur, where the Imperials were, you knew that they had a pair of walkers, ATRTs. These are single-manned vehicles that were pretty popularized during the time of the Clone Wars. A single stormtrooper will like ride in it. It moves very quickly, but it does have a pretty nasty gun that could take down a speeder. And you decided altogether that Raxu would reach out to his agency, the Katarn's Commandos, for a bit of help. And we're told, wait a couple of hours, we'll be there. Sit tight, soldier, is what they reply back to Raxu. And then suddenly there was a storm brewing, suddenly, over the ruins of Darask Nur. That's hopefully that catches all of the previously on. Let's go around the horn and introduce our players and our characters. So let me go ahead and I'll share a screen so we can see the characters as we see the players. And we're going to start from the right-hand side of our character keeper, which is a Google sheet that I use for keeping characters. And if you could, Matt J, introduce yourself. Tell us about your character.
I am Matt J. I'm playing Yoon. He's the wronged playbook from Is the Wrong in Bounty of the Week?
Yes, verbatim.
Nice. So he's an ex-stormtrooper. He's kind of advanced in age. His squad left him on a planet, on a mission somewhere. They just bailed, left him there. And so he picked up bounty hunting, and there's some revenge to be dished out. So that's Yoon.
That's Yoon. All right, next up is Misha. If you could introduce yourself, tell us about your character, please.
Hi, Misha B. I'm playing Azure. She has a longer Chiss name, which none of these yokels can pronounce, so she doesn't even bother anymore. She is playing the sensitive. She doesn't necessarily believe in the Force. That's like superstition that's died out years ago, right? Absolutely. But she doesn't stop her from having these gut feelings that she tries to listen to because they usually steer her in the right direction. Yeah.
And the sensitive is renamed in Monster of the Week. That is the Spooky. Also, there's some like dark side stuff that's been mixed into the sensitive. The Spooky hints at it. The sensitive, which Will developed, goes pretty hard for it. So pretty interesting stuff. And last, but certainly not least, Jeremiah, if you could introduce yourself, tell us about your character.
Yeah, I'm Jeremiah. I'm playing Raxu, the agent. He previously worked for a group called the Katarn Commandos that were kind of the type of people that if they had an objective, they'd kind of do whatever it takes to get that objective done. After enough time being with the Commandos, he decided this is too much for me. I'm gonna try to get out, but it's hard to get those hooks out of you. So
certainly is. Well, in post game, I realized that there was a real cool picture that I did not share. So thank you, Misha, for helping me to remember. So we'll just open with that. This is what you guys see. This is the ruins of Darask Nur. So if you can see, there's a lightning bolt that strikes the very center there, and a couple of very large temple artifacts. So yeah, it looks less than welcoming. Now,
just only slightly ominous.
Yes, slightly ominous.
I'm sure nothing is gonna hit us with lightning. It'll be fine. We're not gonna get struck by it.
Like it's just special. You've got 2 hours to wait before your reinforcements arrive, but it seems like things are happening. Yeah, you guys, the three of you were at the river, and Raxu has a speeder. So, what do you want to do?
Yeah, things feel a little more immediate now. Like maybe we might still need help in a couple of hours, but it seems like whatever nastiness is down there, they're already
into it.
They're already into it, especially if we know that there's some sort of Darth
So
tomb or something down there.
we know there's probably about a dozen troops, right?
You were
Roughly.
told 2 squads
Right.
by the Raksu after he did a little bit of scouting. There were a couple of squads and 2 ATRTs.
Right. What if? I don't know. Somehow I feel like we've got guns on our ship. Maybe we need to bring that ship in a little closer so we can at least put down those ATRTs. Is that right?
Yeah, we kind of talked about that because that's one of the. I've got the notes on when I did my Rita Sitch recon, and that was one of the ways that they're potentially vulnerable is that they don't have a ship in orbit or nearby, so we definitely have air superiority.
So I think maybe we might need some of that. But I'm
You also
not.
have the disintegrating gun thingy.
That is right. Yeah.
The shatter gun.
The shatter gun.
Yes, and I incorrectly referred to it as a scatter gun in previous sessions. I apologize. Oh, well, actually, myself here is a shatter gun created by the Verpines, an insectoid species in Stalkers.
Yeah, Azure calls it a disintegrating gun thingy.
Totally that. No disintegrations.
Yeah, I feel like there's a big advantage in some stealth. And I don't know if we should just let that go, right? But I don't know.
Well, I did find that was the other thing is I did find like a side entrance because they're very clearly guarding the front obvious entrance with the big doors. But I did kind of find a somewhat unused path that kind of led around to the back somewhere that looked like it would be an alternate way in.
Nice.
I mean, sneaking in to the back has an appeal. Maybe we want to wait till your friends get here and they can do the frontal assault and we'll do the rear assault and smush them in between. That's called a what's that one where it's crab claw maneuver? Yeah, that.
Pliers. The monkey wrench.
Got the monkey wrench. Yeah, I'm just worried that whatever they're getting up to down there, because we know they've got some Imperial scientist.
Yeah.
That coupled with an Imperial captain and digging around in some Darth tomb.
Yeah.
That's whatever they're doing is only going to make capturing him harder, probably. So I'm hoping if our luck holds, by the time we get down there and get our hands on Captain Arkham, maybe about 2 hours will have passed, and they'll help cover our exit.
Right.
Also a good idea.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're sneaking.
Yeah, I think that make our way in the side door.
All right. So the plan then is for the 3 of you to sneak in. Raksu, what are you doing with that speeder? Are you using that to get you guys closer and then leaving it as an escape vehicle?
Yeah, I think trying to get it relatively close because it is stealthy. I don't. In my head, I'm like, I don't know how a hover car is stealthy, but it's stealthy.
It's fast.
It's fast. And it's got surveillance gear. Yeah, so, and I think you had described sort of like where that trail went, that there was some, there's overgrowth and there's forest everywhere. So I imagine we can kind of maneuver it over to the side somewhere, get it under some cover.
Absolutely. So we show like the quick bit at the last few moments of Raksu throwing a few branches over to camouflage and obfuscate it from the view of the others. By the way, I just want to take a moment in Mad J's birthday month to point out totally dope stormtrooper gear you're wearing there. That is awesome.
I know it came today. I was excited. I walked around all day.
Nice.
Oh, the 011 in the back is the best.
Nice.
So cool. So cool. Love it. Delightful. And of course, Misha B is normally blue, but you went extra blue, and
Extra
I
blue.
appreciate that. You're
Well,
very
this
Yes.
is one of my my merch. You can-
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
so cool. So cool.
I'm just wearing a Goonies shirt.
Way to go,
Hey,
Chunk.
Goonies never say die, man.
That's
Never
right. They don't.
die.
That's exactly what it says. The Goonies never say that.
Yes. Sweet. So, yeah, again, cut to branches throwing on top, more than enough to make sure that these two squads of stormtroopers will not detect the presence. The lightning struck several more times, and even though this has been 15 minutes tops,
Mm-hmm.
it's starting to grow dark around that area.
Mm.
And
Cool, yeah.
as the three of you are moving closer, Raksu, you guys want to stealth in, so I assume you're leading them towards the entrance that you had found.
Yeah.
Cool.
Is it possible, as we're moving that way, to get a feel or eyes where those two ATRTs are?
I
Can
think
see
they were
them?
in front of the door, or at least one of them was in front of the door. I don't know that you told me if I ever saw the second one.
Right. So one was in front of the door. You know that there are two. So, June, do you want to read a bad sitch, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. I
love
do.
that behind Mad J's bottle is a whole other living room.
This bottle is a
The grand
portal into
piano,
another-
killer
another-
fireplace.
Yeah, look at that fireplace. So
So
nice and warm.
It's like a world within a world.
Yes, I want to read a bad sitch.
All right, let's.
I think I get +1 on that.
All right, let's see you read that bad sitch.
Do. Oh no, that's investigating acquired. Never mind. I'm just checking. I know my prey, but I didn't know that. Ooh, let me,
This is imp related, so you get a +1 on it,
I do. Is it related?
and then you get to roll plus sharp.
Okay, so then I'm at 2d6 + 2.
Yep.
All right, here it comes.
You needed every
I
bit of
did.
that.
I
With a
did.
squeak of a 7. Do you want to call for 8, or are you going to take your one question that you get?
I
From,
think I'm gonna take my one question.
all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just take my one question. What is being concealed here?
So you watch closely, and you are able to see that the ATRT that was not, again, there we go. The ATRT that was not at the front door, you were able to pick it out. It is moving in a patrol around, and it's not terribly loud. There must be some kind of silencers or suppressors on it. That's probably why Raksu and his sleek little speeder didn't quite catch it.
Nice. That's what I want to know. Where's that other one? Nice.
And you being a stormtrooper, you realize if there's a back entrance and if anybody's worth their stuff, there's probably proximity mines or something else hidden back there.
Nice.
Standard procedure.
Yes. For stormtroopers.
Yeah. The good ones.
Yeah. I'm not old. I'm just experienced.
Well, they have to use big explosive mines since they can't shoot anything, right?
Only stormtroopers are this precise.
Nice.
With that information, what would you like to do?
Proceed very carefully.
Yes, I share that with my bounty hunting team. As I sling my carbine around.
Nice.
Nice. So, do you guys want to proceed in? And how do you want to deal with these proximity mines?
Hmm.
Got
Unfortunately,
a
I
couple
left
of
my EMP
options.
at
You
home.
could try to disarm them, which would
Mhm.
probably be a used technology, or you could just try to, avoid them, which would be acting under pressure.
Right. Ugh.
Or you could do something else that
I'm
I haven't
really
thought of.
tempted to try to disarm them, just so we
Okay.
can reuse them later.
Oh, that's true.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
There you
And I
go.
can attempt to help if depending,
You
Oh,
want to
we're
call
not
for
sure.
some aid.
yeah, when you call for some aid, I can. Yeah.
Okay. If you want to use technology, you roll plus tech, which as a sensitive, you're real good at.
Fine.
A
Nice.
niner. Okay. Well, on a 9 with used technology, you get an effect and a glitch. Do you want to take that, it working imperfectly, effect and a glitch, or do you want to call for some aid?
I'm guessing you get to pick the effect, so I think I would like a little assistance.
Yes. So
Looking at the
Uh,
glitches, draws immediate and unwelcome attention, just kind of stands up there as a big shiny beacon, and I want to see that if possible.
So,
Nice.
after failing to roll as well as you'd like, say what another character nearby can do to boost your efforts.
If somebody like catches something I missed, I'm guessing.
That works.
I could do
And who
that.
do you
Being a
want to help you?
stormtrooper,
Stormtrooper going to help? All right.
I know about these mines. I know stormtrooper stuff.
This is true.
Well, then it sounds like you're using sharp.
Oh, I will take it. Yes,
Okay.
I have sharp at +1.
And it's against the Empire, so
2d6 plus 2. Anyone
I
will
like
make
that.
this. It's very easy roll. I'm sure you'll do great. I say, trying to jinx you.
you're mean.
I am.
No, you're just trying to suck up all the good rolls so I die when we get into the combat. I
Is
understand.
that your
what's
help?
happening.
We've got a 9.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so that 9 will push you up to a 10, which means on use technology, the two of you coordinate together. It's like I'm imagining these little vines are, of course, a mixture of old tech with some weird imperial symbols on the side. And as you use technology on a 10 plus, technology works without issues. Choose your effect. And I imagine that your close a place down, just kind of the opposite of that.
Yeah,
About
that sounds right.
removing traps. Sounds good. Sweet. You are able to procure 4 proximity mines.
Nice.
And you can go ahead and mark that somewhere in your gear if you would like,
Nice.
as you guys come upon the ruins
Ooh,
of Darask Nur.
Whoa, look at that.
very
I
nice.
know, it's a little bit of cool stuff. So the place that you've entered is right up here, and you are entering in this particular area. As you come into this part of the overall area, you hear the lot of noise down the different rooms that you can move through. You hear conversation. You also hear a low hum. You would know that that's some kind of generator that they've set up. This place is not extremely bright where you currently are, but you see ambient light. So the main rooms are probably extremely well lit. They probably have some work lights and the like. And yeah, you know that there got to be a bunch of stormtroopers in here. No ATRTs.
How so this little round room that we came into, how big is this room? Just so I have a sense of scale.
Oh, that's a fair question. This room's probably like, and I apologize for any friends in your European spheres or use the metric system, which is like most of the world. But my brain doesn't convert very well on those still yet, so I will use feet. And also in Star Wars, they use the metric system. So I'm violating my own genre by saying it's about 25 feet across.
Okay,
That's 8 meters roughly for our
there you go.
metric friends.
Damn, on the
Nice.
fly, Misha.
Well, okay, so remember, 3 feet is about a meter. So it's a not hard conversion.
You know, you could have
That's
just
close
taken
enough.
the compliment, Misha B, right? I mean, I feel bad.
Just say it. It's not
You
hard.
could have said, you
Divide
could
by
have just
3,
loaded.
you
You
know?
could have. Just remember that now.
Yeah, so I think mostly just because in my head it'll look cool, but also because it feels like more my character. I'm gonna in my head I was kind of picturing like I had a little like case for my sniper rifle, so I'm gonna start putting that together because
Nice.
I'm imagining when shit goes down, Yun's gonna be the one to kind of run in and be the meat shield, and
That's right.
I'll provide some Overwatch assistance from a distance. With
Nice.
sniper rifle. Sniper blaster, sniper rifle blaster, whatever.
Azure, as you're here, you see Raksu putting his weapon together. You feel a tickle in the back of your neck,
No.
Just a little tickle.
and your skin starts to crawl a little bit. Like there's a sensation of power here. You have a bad feeling about this.
I'm like walking around the room, just like trying to figure out, like, is it worse over here? Is it, is it? Are there spiders that I'm just like freaking out about?
Yeah, I mean, are you trying to I don't know, get a read on the bad situation, or are you doing something else? Like you got any sensitive powers you want to activate here?
Yeah, sure. I think I'm getting a hunch here. So when
good.
something's bad is happening or just about to happen somewhere that I'm not, I roll sharp. And on a 10, I knew where I needed to go just in time to get there. So that feels like
I'm
it feels
very looking forward to this.
Nice. I like it.
What is my sharp? I actually have decent sharp. I don't have that decent a sharp.
Oh my. That
I get there just in time to be in trouble myself.
that appears to be an XP on the table,
It
unless
does. One
unless
more
you
and I
can
get a
think of some
cookie.
way that you could call for help.
Nah, let's be in trouble.
Yay!
Awesome. So per the move
Mhm.
for hunches, on a miss, you get there just in time to be in trouble yourself. Azure, you catch the flash of, you recognize him, Captain Arkham. You also recognize the young man who you saw a picture of, the painting in the home, the beautiful home of Sorella. You see Siren moving back, his face a mask of horror as Captain Arkham, alongside this Alu only man not in Stormtrooper armor, and he, Captain Arkham, you see him placing this amulet against what appears to be a sarcophagus, and the sarcophagus starts to slide open. And then something starts to sit up inside the sarcophagus.
No.
Guys,
Darth Zombie.
guys, and she's like waving to the other two to like get their.
The ambient light gets really, really bright, and you hear this like, whoa, whoa, whoa. As like, I don't know what else would chain lightning sound like. Bolts of electric power in it. Yeah, I like what Misha's got going. There we go. Yeah.
Nice.
So Raxu,
Nice.
your guns all snap together. You're ready to roll, and Yoon, as Azure, kind of, I don't know, what did Azure? Does she blank face for a little bit? Do we hear what happens when she sees that quick vision?
Oh, this is in her head.
Yeah, but what
Oh.
do we see?
Got it. I thought this was like her like actually seeing this. Got it. Yeah. So just have like bright red eyes, and for just a second, they just kind of glow a bit, which is not normal-ish at all. I don't know if she's ever seen it happen to herself, but yeah.
Yoon, stuff's getting weird. What do you want to do?
I snap my magnetic holding helmet off my side.
Mhm.
Put it on. Right. It's time to go to work.
Fine. So you start. We jump back again. I assume Rexu, with your totally awesome snipery rifle, you're going to let Yoon lead the way.
Yeah. I'll keep a little distance,
Okay.
I was gonna
Yoon-
say-
kind of
Yeah.
lurking down the hallway.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think you tell me. My assumption is we've worked a little bit together. So if I'm in front, we're probably not being stealthy, and Raxu is backing me up. If Raxu's in front, we're probably being stealthy, and I'm there to keep everyone else off of him. I'm good either way. But if I'm up in front, it's probably not a real. Yoon's not a stealthy guy.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
I mean, that's fair. And like now that we're inside, everything's a little more immediate. So time is of the essence, probably.
So.
Yeah. So yeah, if we're moving fast, then
Oh,
So
well, if
I'm
you're
up-
moving fast, then yeah, you catch there are a couple of stormtroopers up this way. They are not paying attention to watching this hallway, which is probably what they were assigned to do. They've moved back. They moved back. They're looking this way.
Uh-huh.
What do you do there, Yoon?
I run up on him. Right? Hey, do you know me?
Cool. And you're like kitted out just like a regular old stormtrooper. That's awesome.
Yep.
So one of them turns and looks at you for a second.
Wait, why aren't you at your... Wait, you're not at your... Who are you? What's your designation?
So you don't.
They're
Yeah,
not-
I tackle
they-
him. Yeah, because
Oh, you're like just going to wail on it? Just
Yeah,
go
yeah.
ahead.
It means he doesn't. I'm looking for the folks that left me, and if he doesn't know my designation, he doesn't know me, and so then I tackle him. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm mixing it up.
okay, cool.
He
So
might
you
get the
tackle-
butt of my carbine, right? Ugh.
You've got your normal +1 from Imperials, but I think you're going to try to kick some ass here.
Yes.
Up at the top.
And it makes it easier since they don't know me. All right. So I'm at a +3.
You are.
Oh man, I needed that.
Yeah, you did.
You did.
Did all right. So on a +3, 7+, you and whatever you're fighting inflict harm on each other. The amount of harm, I imagine you just wailing. So you knock one of them out, just cold cock one of these guys.
Yes.
Because I'd say you hit like as hard as an Ewok throws a stone. So there you go.
Pretty
Second
damn
guy.
hard.
The second stormtrooper, he draws up his blaster rifle and he's just going to fire on you. Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to do.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah.
Can I interfere?
Oh, would you like to try to protect your?
Yeah.
Protect someone? Yeah. Let's see you do that.
Oh,
because
good God.
you got to roll plus tough to do that. Let's see. How tough are you?
I'm not tough at all.
Oh, minus
Hey,
one
but
tough.
It'll be fine. It's fine.
Hey,
fine.
a 7.
It's fine.
That's-
it works.
That's
It's good.
great. On a
It's
7 plus,
great.
you protect them okay, but you'll suffer some or all of the harm they were going to get. How do you imagine this is like jump in the way protection? that
No,
Azura's
I think
doing?
she like flicks her whip out and wraps it around
Ooh.
the stormtrooper's head.
Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot. So that's 3 harm that comes your way as he fires several shots, and it just kind of it's
Ouch!
Nice.
That's gonna hurt.
That is gonna hurt.
Because I don't
and
have
one of
armor.
them, one of them hits you. That's 3 harm. You have no armor. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. Did you? Yeah. Well, there you go. 3 harm. They hit you. What? Stomach, shoulder, leg. Where do you think you get hit?
Probably shoulder. Shoulder sounds good. Shoulder's
Nice.
a good dramatic injury.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, if you wanted, you could just change that roll to a 12. If you just reminding you got this. You could change that
Oh
to a
man.
12.
Or I could just avoid all harm from the injury.
Exactly. You could avoid a harm. Yeah, you don't even have to do
Oh,
that.
Totally
man.
do
Not at
those
all.
things.
Yes. Let the
Just
anger
a
flow
reminder.
through you. Or the hate. Mhm.
I like that Columbo-ness. Oh,
Actually,
by the
that
way.
makes sense because this was a slightly self-destructive move. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll avoid the
Oh
harm.
man, I think it's a thing where like your dress takes some of the, but like the
You
flesh
shot my
underneath.
hair.
So please tell me, when you were shot by this stormtrooper, how does the hate flow through you?
I think it just pisses her off more than anything. So yeah, I liked this outfit. You shot my outfit. I'm a little pissed at you now, and so she just charges and smacks him.
Nice, cool, and not with electric whip, but like physically.
She's got a vibro knife, so
Oh, nasty.
Yeah.
That's
Good
great.
close.
Kick some ass, because that is pretty awesome. Take a +1 because he does not expect this coming.
Nice.
Rolling plus tough again, sadly.
yeah. But hey, at least it's not a -1 this time.
It's true. So you're right at it flat.
Fine.
Oh, nice. You guys swap some harm. He's not able to bring that blaster rifle to bear. So you come up, you stab him in the side, and he grabs you and throws you to the ground. But it hurts so bad that it kind of falls with you. As we jump back here, you are in this area right here. Like, they have moved back. They were looking across. There's this area here. This entire area is lit by that bright white with hints of blue lightning, and you catch, as you hit the ground, you're kind of able to look back and you see that sarcophagus is right there, and there is a headless skeleton that is stood up, and it has grabbed Captain Arkham.
Oh no, we need him
And
alive.
He now lets out a very high-pitched scream. Raksu, Azure and Yoon, they took care of those 2 stormtroopers. What are you doing?
Yeah. I'm trying to remind myself. Where's our... Oh, so the bounty's not in the spreadsheet, is it? Okay.
Oh, what did you need?
I was just double checking the how much dead
He's worth
versus
4
alive.
dead and
Oh,
8
well,
alive.
here we go.
There we
4 dead, 8 alive. Times 2 bonus for recovery of cultural items.
Yeah, so I was already picturing myself I was gonna set up on this sort of like raised walkway. 'Cause I was in my head, I was picturing you
It's a
was
real
just gonna
good
charge
sniper
in.
place. Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of set up on the edge on there, and I'm gonna try to take a nice. I'm imagining like I don't know how Star Warsy this is, but I picture like some kind of little like like headpiece thing that has like a little lens on it that like is part of my sniper rifle kit that I sort of
Nice.
like fold down and get in front of my eye.
Into it.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to shoot that skeleton thing. And keep
Nice.
it from doing whatever it's gonna do to
All
also-
right, kick some ass.
Yeah. I don't. This probably isn't playing on any of my. Well, I mean, we did know Sith was in. I'm trying to remember what I could get +1 from for my Rita Sitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I did know Sith was in here. I don't know if that's enough to count on shooting this weird undead Sith thing.
Think so. I'm
That's-
sorry. I like saying yes and a lot, but I don't think
That's
you
fine.
knew this was going to happen.
No. Okay, so that's just a +0. 7.
Nice.
I might ask for help because I want this to go real well.
Mhm,
Okay.
mhm.
So let's see. Call for aid. I would like. Yeah, I think what I could ask another character to do to boost my efforts would be for Yoon to kind of come in and get people's attention, and like all eyes on him for a second to give me a
Oh,
clear
yeah.
shot.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So I already have a stormtrooper down, right?
Yeah. The 2 stormtroopers, you took one down. The other one was taken out by Azur. You've got a little bit of clear space here. You see that there are troopers coming running in from this area,
Uh-huh.
and actually from this area as well, and some from the door with all the stuff that's going on. Because Captain Arca, by the way, he started screaming.
Yeah.
Little things. Because, there's a headless skeleton
Headless.
floating in the air.
So yeah,
Let's go.
so I'll grab one of the helmets off
Mhm.
of one of the stormtroopers. Presumably their comms are in the helmet.
Of
Right.
course they are. You knew that.
Right?
You're
So
a stormtrooper.
yeah. So I grab enough to turn it on and say, "Who here knows me? Who knows me? Right? Do you know me? Does anybody here know me?"
Yeah, that's awesome. Are you doing that instead of helping Raksu?
That's how I'm getting attention.
Oh, okay. All right, we'll see
hoping
how
I'm-
you
I'm-
roll.
Yeah, I'm
roll to
cutting
help.
in on all the stormtroopers' comms. Right?
Uh-huh.
I'm hoping to grab all their attention, but I'm doing it in a crazy mad way. I want to know which of these stormtroopers know me. Does anybody know me?
Love it. So go ahead, and I
Charm?
think what we're doing is charm. Let's see if you.
Woo! I have no
You're a
charm,
charm.
baby.
You
None,
know what? You don't
no
have any
charm.
negative charm.
That's fine. Please don't miss.
Oh, good God!
Oh, that's cool.
Oh man.
So that's a miss for both because that turns mine into
so
a miss,
good.
right?
Yeah. Just as a reminder, calling for aid. If they fail, your result drops to a 6-, and they share in the consequences.
Well, I get an XP at least.
Yeah. So go ahead,
do I
and
get an
both of you
XP?
get to
Both
mark
get
an
an
XP. You both get to mark XP.
Yeah.
That's something.
Shall that be a
God.
salve to your wounds?
Oh,
my
man.
friends?
I just thought of what a really bad miss condition would be, but I don't want to say it.
Raksu, you aim. The first thing is, Yoon, you call over. Like, does anyone know me? Does anyone know me? And that's when. Oh, hold on. Where's the note? YN. What was your call sign again?
Oh man, I gotta go find that note.
Dang it. All right. Well, we'll jump to the other thing that's going before that reply comes through. You fire, Raksu.
Mhm.
You cuts right through the skeleton's arm. It drops off, just falls off. Azure, you feel this power grow up in here like tenfold from what you saw before. The itch has become a crazy rash as Raksu, Yoon, and Azure, all of you see this dark purple energy swirl out of the skeleton and go directly into, it's a Sith rash, that's right, goes directly into Captain Arkham's mouth
no.
and his eyes and into his nose, and he coughs and he staggers back, and the skeleton falls to the ground.
Oh
Oh
shit!
no, we gave him a body.
Yeah. No, and I was thinking we just lost half our money, man, and now he's only
Well,
worth
I mean, we might have. We don't know if we can get that thing out of there.
half.
Well, it said we got double for cultural artifacts.
We can still get that.
I know you,
That amulet?
YN. Yoon, what are you doing here?
Nice.
You recognize
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
86. He was on your squad.
Nice. 86?
86.
Nice. All right, cool, cool. We're going to have words.
He has a limp that he hides from time to time. That's how you could probably pick him out of all the other shinies
Nice.
there who are now firing upon the body that you, Raksu, shot. They're firing on the skeleton, and if
Better it than me.
one of them comes up towards Captain Arkham, and says,
Sir, do we need to get you into a bacta tank? I can call for evac.
purple energy glowing around Captain Arkham's eyes. He reaches and he grabs the stormtrooper and snaps his neck.
Ooh, that's one less we got to do.
I mean, that's what I was thinking.
Uh,
If they just keep doing that, like one at a time.
yeah, we just
Right,
went
right.
You'll be fine.
Does there happen to be like a concentration of stormtroopers?
There are a few concentrations of stormtroopers as they're looking around. One of the,
Hey, over there!
Can I?
there are some
arm and
stormtroopers are now
throw a
firing on you
proximity
guys
mine at them?
because
I mean,
what do you wish to do, Azure?
I shot the thing that was hurting their captain. We're obviously understand.
Yeah, obviously that guy's
I'd like to
crazy.
arm and throw one of the proximity mines at one of the clusters of
Oh, that sounds
Nice.
amazing.
Nice.
Let's see you
That does.
use some technology here.
It does.
nine.
Sweet. Three. So you get to choose an effect and a glitch, and I'll tell you how what effect the glitch has.
Let's empower a weapon. It
Oof,
gets an
nice.
on harm. I don't
What
know what our
glitch?
proximity mines did before, but let's make it more.
Just make it more.
Power weapon. That sounds awesome. And then what is the glitch you choose?
Oh, I get to pick it.
Yes.
Let's say it's short duration, so maybe it's a smaller radius,
Okay.
but more.
Yeah, that works.
But-
I get to choose the effect, but I accept that. So you throw it, an explosion takes out 3, 4, maybe 5. It's hard to tell. A bunch of stormtroopers. We hear, of course, amid the explosion. I have to get it in. I'm contractually obligated that we have at least one Wilhelm scream from one of the
Yes.
stormtroopers going down, and
I'm contractually obligated.
a hail of blaster fire coming your way, Raksu, Yoon, and Azure,
Yep.
because they're not going to fire on Captain Arkham yet, although they're really worried about it. But most of these stormtroopers are taking cover. Nobody's fired at you yet, though, but they're firing at Raksu and Azure for sure. Raksu, what are you doing?
Ooh, man, I'm torn. On the one hand, I'm hoping a stun grenade would knock out this Sith ghost thing, but on the other hand, maybe dealing with the stormtroopers first is better. No, I'm gonna toss a grenade at Captain Arkham
Nice.
Nice.
and hoping it'll stun it, whatever it is.
Awesome. You're going to throw a
Didn't hurt?
stun grenade.
Yep.
0 harm, stun close area.
Yep.
Awesome. Sweet. You toss the grenade, it bounces a couple times, pops the big stun, and this thing, there's no effect whatsoever. It just
Cool.
pops
Good to
the
know.
stun.
Great.
Yeah, what?
I said, cool, great, good to know.
Good to know.
Good to know.
However, Alu, the scientist, he is close enough within the area that this guy is like, what? Oh! He falls to the ground, stunned.
Well, I'll take that.
Nice.
He's basically a protocol droid in fleshy form.
Oh,
So yeah, you guys are here. We've got several stormtroopers that are firing on your position.
I'm
Yun
about to fix that.
and Raksu and Azur, there is definitely harm coming your way unless somebody does something.
Yes.
You know what?
Ah.
I'm gonna sprint out like towards the middle and like try to get to the other side and hoping people shoot each other as I run past.
Act under pressure. What is Yun doing?
I am going to carve a path of destruction and carbine fire until I get to 86.
Nice.
Everybody between me and him is dead until I get to him.
You know what? I am going to say that we're going to have you basically go with the make a plan.
ooh.
Make a plan is a move that I stole from Zombie World, an amazing game.
All right.
That I should probably run in Star Wars someday. Plan about taking
Oh,
violent,
yes.
dangerous, or destructive action.
Yes.
Use tough. However, you get +1 supported by plenty of resources and people. It's just you, Yun. So no, you
Yeah.
don't get that +1. +1
That's
if you're
right.
basing the plan on accurate current information. Sure, you know where the stormtroopers are. They're
know where
right here
86
firing
is.
on you.
Knows where 86
Yeah.
is.
-1 if there's significant opposition. Guess what? That there's significant opposition. You're
All right.
20 to 1. You know, -1 significant dissent about what plan to follow. No, you're fine on that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
actually, yeah. So it's you're gonna roll plus
It's a wash.
tough.
Roll plus tough.
Plus your
Did I
imperial
take
bonus.
any harm so far yet? I take any
This
harm?
roll will tell you. We'll find out how much harm you're taking in this onslaught.
No, because it's your
Yeah, I get a +1,
defended you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
still
no,
get
you're right.
your-
She did defend me, yes.
Yeah, you still get your imperial +1 at least.
Yep, you get your imperial bonus.
All right, here we go. 2d6 plus 3.
2d6 plus 3. Let's jump over here and see how well you roll.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh my, that is beautiful. So on make a plan, on a hit, you arrive middle of your plan in decent shape. You are going to take some harm. And I just want to ask, so I think it's about time for a mid-game break. I would love to hear you. What does it look like as you cut through swaths of stormtroopers until you reach your friend TTX 86? Oh, when I say friend, I mean it loosely, as in squad.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think as I'm closing the distance, I'm shooting stormtroopers, right? Left and right. I think as I get closer, there's some that are catching the butt of my carbine, some catching blaster fire close in, until I get close enough to 86. Because then I take my helmet off, and remember, it's got a magnetic seal. So I just clamp it onto my side so you can see my face, right? And I say, "Is that you, 86? Is that you?"
Nice. That is exactly what happens. You are going to take 3 harm. You've got 2 armor, so 1 passes through. And 86 is not going to remove his helmet because that's against regs. Why are you removing your helmet? But yeah, he starts to stammer out a reply. And that is when, of course, we will go to our mid-game break. So, friends, we have brand new music for our mid-game. I am happy to share with you, and I can only say that when I went through Twitch's music, there was a playlist I couldn't resist because it was called It's a Trap. We'll see you guys in about 8 minutes.